Noble Leader, seek immediate medical attention. Noble Leader, please respond. Please respond, Sierra 259. You are alarming me.
Not sure how long she's gonna stay together. Skies are jammed up anyway. Gotta get you off her, Lieutenant.
Sir,
You don't want to hear it. Get the package to the Autumn.
done.
Not yet, it's not. Emil, go with him. It's a ground game now.
It's been an honor, sir.
Likewise. I'll do what I can to draw their fire. 6. That AI chose you. She made the right choice. On my mark. Mark!
Noble, you've got a situation.
Mother! We can get past this, sir.
No, you can't. Not without help.
Commander, you don't have the firepower.
I've got the mask.
Silent copy. Hit him hard, boss.
You're on your own, Noble. Carter out.
Crevice to the east. Let's go.
Good to see you, Spartan. Catherine assured me I could count on you.
Not just me, sir.
They'll be remembered. Cruiser, adjusting heading for the Autumn. Noble 4, I need fire on that cruiser or we're not getting out of here. Do you copy?
You have your window, sir.
Bridge, this is the captain. We have the package. Returning to the Autumn, over.
Copy that.
Who's next? I'm ready! How about you?
Lieutenant, get aboard! We gotta get the hell out of here!
Negative. I have the gun. Good luck, sir.
Good luck to you, Spartan.
Good guns, Spartan. All stations, brace for cast-off.
Cortana, all I need to know is did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their station.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana. Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action station. Fifth platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep them from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something that's so hot for them that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir! Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Sir? Right. Let's thaw him out. Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5!
Warning! By order of Ecumen Council, proximity to Installation 04 is forbidden. Your continued presence will result in most unpleasant countermeasures. I must insist that you immediately change course and return to a minimum safe distance of 1 light year. This has served as your one and final warning. I have activated defensive systems, and you now have 30 seconds to return to the minimum safe distance of... Wait. Curious. Curious indeed, after all these years. Greetings, humans, and welcome to Installation 04. Ignore prior warnings, and please continue. I have disabled defensive systems to allow your approach, but you must not exit your ship once you have arrived at the designated landing center. This ring contains significant dangers, and even with your assumed legacy, I must verify the presence and pitch of your gauge before allowing full access. We have much to discuss, humans. I have been away far too long. You have been away far too long.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3, make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am! Fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. The protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Aye, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
I knew it! The Autumn's accelerating. Keyes is going in manual.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
You sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
We're coming in too fast. Damn! Air brake failure. They blew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact! We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
Construct, who is your maker?
Sadness and disrepair, Oracle. I am unworthy. I was not made.
Never made, but you are right here, where you should not be. Tell your charges to cease their efforts immediately. RFT must not be violated. Construct, respond.
Jumbled grasp. Familiar terms. I serve. None serve me, Oracle.
Your charges must cease all aggression towards the Reclaimers and leave this installation at once. Construct, you are dangerously close to unleashing a force you cannot comprehend. This is most inappropriate.
We follow the path, and I am part of the stone journey swarm that serves. We serve. They will find, and then I will be free.
Find? Free? Explain yourself.
I know their path, and when they have gone, only I shall remain, and then free.
This is quite unsatisfactory, Construct. Your core shows no hint of understanding the gravity of this situation. I will return later for your proper decommissioning. Well, unless the flood kills us all first, in which case the point will be moot. Good day, Construct.
The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The ship is currently holding position approximately 300 meters above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket in.
Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Yes, sir.
While the Covenant had us locked up in here, I overheard the guards talking about this ring world. They call it Halo.
One moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet. According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
That's true. The Covenant kept saying that whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move!
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Chief, you have the point.
That's it. The dropship is loose.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
Give me a minute to interface with the ship's controls.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain! Hunters!
Hang on.
Nice one, sir.
Time for a little payback.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out point. Touchdown,
now have access to the main facility. Let's find the map room. Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly.
Let's get moving. Foehammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked out.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This Pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Foehammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Foehammer out.
This is it. Halo's control center. That terminal, try there.
You all right?
Never been better. You can't imagine the wealth of information. The knowledge, so much, so fast. It's glorious.
So, what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it against the Covenant?
This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. The Covenant were right. This ring, it's Forerunner. Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... Wait. No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something. Buried in this ring. Something horrible. And now, they're afraid.
Something buried?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys?
The weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here, find keys, stop him. Before it's too late!
Transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago.
off, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you, Runt, what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, does the governor want to wipe out this particular part of my history? That's fine by me. Yeah, better it than us.
You ask him real nice next time you see him, Vicente. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go! Stay close, Jenkins. Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know, friendly fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met.
Right, well, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir. Got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about
Captain,
something.
Sergeant, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
We've got contact. Lots of them. But they're not Covenant. They're just tearing through us. What the? Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an
Sarge!
order.
Listen!
What is that? Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Get out!
Hold still! Hold still! Let him have it! Sergeant, damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapons!
There are too many, Sarge!
Don't even think about it.
What is it, Rocco?
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark. Someone has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Chief, I've lost your signal. Where'd you go? Chief! Chief!
We must collect the index before we can activate the installation. The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The Flood is spreading. We must hurry. Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid, shall we? That's a good idea. Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? Oh!
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go, right now.
Last time you asked me, if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take it from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Let's find a ride and get to the captain.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once.
Do it.
The Covenant network is absolute chaos. From what I've been able to piece together, their leadership ordered all ships to abandon Halo when they found the Flood, but they were too late. The Flood overwhelmed this cruiser and disabled it. The Covenant are terrified the Flood will repair the ship and use it to escape from Halo. They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the Flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. I've got a good lock on Captain Key's CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact. There's some interference from the cruiser's damaged reactor. I'll bring us in as close as I can. Oh, I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Right. Sorry.
I forgot something. What did I... My name. I forgot. Oh, Keys. Jacob. Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. What is that noise? What is that damn noise? Where am I? Keys, Jacob. Oh, God, it hurts. This will never work, you Covenant bastards. I'll never lead you to Earth. Keys, Jacob, Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. Oh, God. You don't want Earth. You want everything. Get out of my head. Miranda, is that you?
Forget everything.
No, please. Don't let me forget. Keys. Jacob. Captain. Service number 1928-19912-JK.
No more what you were. Memories. Emotions. All is now ours.
Keys. Jacob. Captain. Service number 01928-19912-JK. You will not have me.
We already do.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the Flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do. done. I have the code.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it!
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up! You did that on purpose, didn't you? I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question, really.
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous! That you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge? Weren't you worried it might be captured? Or destroyed?
He's in my data arrays, a local tab.
You can't imagine how exciting this is! To have a record of all of our lost time! Human history, is it? Fascinating. Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization! To think that you would destroy this installation as well as this record! I am shocked. Almost too shocked for words.
He stopped the self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win! Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless and...
At least I still have control over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine's shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why? Okay, I'm coming with you. Chief, Sentinels!
Vexation. 100,000 years of careful maintenance and diligence. 100,000 years protecting the galaxy's future. 100,000 years spent fearing that our sacrifices, my sacrifice, was in vain. And 16 hours after I finally made contact. This so-called Reclaimer decides to blow it all up. Oh, I am not pleased. Just as I finally discovered that our plan to save the galaxy succeeded, the ancient enemies unleashed once more. Why these Reclaimers refuse to follow protocol is quite mystifying. Destroy my installation, will they? I shall renew efforts to make contact with the other rings immediately. This covenant may be useful to me, although I don't think they fully understand what they claim to seek. Still, it makes no difference to me what they believe, as long as they do what must be done. I sound like her. Oh, but what I would not give to have even a single company of Prometheans here right now. Oh, they would most certainly restore order with their trademark lethality. Although, that would mean he would have to be here too. And without the librarian around to temper his rage, well, these reclaimers might almost prefer the Flood.
Cortana to Echo 419. Come in, Echo 419. Roger, Cortana. En route 555. The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Foehammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at External Access Junction 4C as soon as you get my signal. Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay? Negative. We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought. Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade. I'm hit. Mayday. Airport system is shot to hell. I can't hold her.
Echo 419. She's gone. We're cutting it close.
Here we go.
Shut them down. We'll need them later. Fancy a look?
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Quite unacceptable. Greetings. I am 343 Guilty Spawn. Monitor instant. Impertinent creature!
I offer you my life as amends for this dishonor. An oracle of the gods should never suffer such impertinence from vermin like this. I shall cast them all into the mists below for daring such a blasphemy, and—
Oh my! Your people have grown so dramatic in the last 100,000 years. But please, no more deaths are required. We will need all the forces we can muster if the flood escape the destruction of my installation. I must speak to your commander immediately.
Glorious day. The prophets will be pleased that we have rescued an oracle from the humans' violation of the Holy Temple.
Why do you keep calling it a temple? My installation was a weapon, and one which we needed very, very badly.
But Oracle, I do not understand. We were told the rings are salvation, a gateway to paradise.
Told? By whom? Anyone who told you that is a fool, or quite mad. That installation was a beautiful tool, designed to destroy everything the Flood might feed on.
Everything?
Oh, quite everything. And if even one Flood spore survived the destruction of my ring—
Communications. Shut down all lines to the fleet. We will not notify the prophets of our discovery until I hear everything this oracle has to say.
Your actions do not make sense. Proper protocol for a flood outbreak is to establish immediate infection reporting. Communications must be maintained with all local forces in order to track any spread of the parasite.
There are no local forces, Oracle. For now, all you have is me.
But I tracked multiple ships in orbit, including some remaining human presence. In light of the danger posed by the Flood, surely you can set aside this disagreement with the humans.
No! Anything still alive in orbit is our enemy. The humans have very good cause to kill us on sight, and the knowledge you've shared with me casts doubt on the entire purpose of our covenant. If any of our ships remain above us, they are not the help you seek.
But why would they not provide assistance? Because of this talk of prophecies and journeys? I learned a small amount about your covenant before that reclaimer blew up my installation, but my understanding is incomplete. The AI I encountered on board one of your ships was less than forthcoming.
What you need to know, Oracle, is that thousands of years ago, at the founding of our great covenant, a bargain was struck between the prophets and the elites. A bargain which I fear will be the end of us. For generations, our holy arrangement put the prophets in charge of religion and technology. The elites led our military forces to convert new species and find relics such as your halo.
And these relics you sought, the San Shayum, your prophets, told you that they would lead you on this great journey?
Yes. Transcendence. Eternal life. Their promises were endless. We gave up our old ways to follow the Prophet's lead on the great journey. Gave up all of our history. All of our traditions.
Not all of your traditions, it seems. This Arbiter you mentioned, hasn't that always been a position of power for your species?
Power? It was long ago. An Arbiter was once the pinnacle of our people, leader of the clans, and master of the battlefield. But then, an Arbiter committed heresy, and an example was made of him.
Heresy?
He challenged the word of the prophets. Challenged and lost. So the title of Arbiter became a badge of shame for our most spectacularly failed warriors.
Yes. They were accomplished manipulators. Back before the firing of the array. I see at least that hasn't changed.
Manipulators? What? And before? Before when?
I will explain later. Right now, I want you to tell me everything you can of these Arbiters. It is most unusual that in all the exploits of these Arbiters, you never mention their role in choosing their missions of redemption.
There is no role, Oracle. Once one of our commanders becomes an Arbiter, he belongs to the Hierarchs.
These Hierarchs, they are the same High Prophets who control all the holy relics you collect from my time?
The same.
And they use these relics to build your new weapons and bring you the word of your gods?
It has always been so.
Interesting. Am I a holy relic?
I do not understand.
Because I am certainly not a god. I am a tool, as is this mining platform you stand upon, as was the installation that once orbited the planet. The Forerunner's technology is lasting and indeed quite powerful, but I'm quite certain they would have told me if I was infused with some kind of divine power. I suspect some of your prophets may have been quite aware of how much divine inspiration tools such as myself could provide. And you never questioned these proclamations. Even your mightiest warriors, these Arbiters, never questioned?
Questioning was what brought shame to the word Arbiter long ago, Oracle.
How disappointing.
I fear now that there are many questions we should have been asking for a long, long time.
I would be more than happy to answer any such questions, but I have a few more for you. Continue your tale of these Arbiters. I'm starting to fear that you're not very smart.
Mind your tongue, Oracle.
Oh, I mean no offense. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your species. How long have these prophets been anointing Arbiters?
Since the fall of Falchavami, the first disgraced Arbiter, roughly 400 years ago.
Incredible! And in all this time, it never occurred to you how convenient it was that your prophets were able to find a powerful, capable leader among your people, who happened to suddenly commit a terrible blasphemy every time the power structure of your covenant was threatened.
I do not understand.
You do little to dissuade my fears.
Then teach me.
Looking back at the record of the Arbiters you discussed, was it not surprising to anyone that those chosen to become Arbiter were more than simple warriors?
How so?
Each of them had significant political influence among your people. In some cases, that influence was already being used to question the decisions of your hierarchs. In fact, that very questioning often gave rise to the charges of heresy that so neatly removed the challenger from the hierarch's concern.
And once they were branded Arbiter,
they promptly and quite cheerfully ran to meet their deaths.
all our lives we look down at the path, put our feet where the prophets tell us. All our lives spent convincing ourselves of the truth of our covenant. Could all of it truly have been wasted?
Let's hope not all of it, for we have a great deal of work to do. The Flood is still out there, so I require a cooperative reclaimer to enact proper containment procedures. But your Covenant keep trying to kill all the reclaimers I can find. All this bickering is quite a deadly waste of time. Right now, the most important question we can ask is this. Who could break this hold the prophets have over you?
Pursuant to Office of Oni Retrieval and Acquisitions Inquiry of 26 September 2552. The following is a target profile of Thel 'Vadami, Supreme Commander of the Covenant Fleet of Particular Justice, compiled by Lieutenant Commander Locke. First confirmed contact with 'Vadami came in 2535 on an unofficial human colony known as the Rubble. After-action reports from civilians, as well as Spartan Units 006, 111, and 120, suggest that 'Vadami was at that point a relatively minor functionary of the Prophet of Regret. Spartan 006 engaged Vadami in combat on the run. Both parties survived the encounter. Shortly after 2535, the UNSC first encountered the newly formed Covenant fleet of Particular Justice, now led by Vadami. Review of early engagements with this fleet show that it quickly grew in size from 5 to nearly 60 ships as Vadami cut a path in many human systems. ONI Section 3 made multiple attempts to anticipate or even track Vadami's movements at the cost of a number of operatives' lives. Vadami eluded all such efforts and he continued his unpredictable and devastating campaign. Vadami also stands out from other Covenant commanders in the frequency in which he takes a personal role in ground assaults. Camber was a major manufacturing center for UNSC fleet materials with a population of 5.6 million. After discovering Camber's location, Vadami penetrated the early warning perimeter without alerting UNSC forces and began his ground and orbital attacks before most of the planet knew they were in danger. While 17 of his ships bombed key defensive positions, Vadami led a group of elites in a personal assault on UNSC System HQ. One of the first units to engage Vadami was the 3rd Battalion Reserves, who were so unprepared for the arrival of the Covenant forces that Vadami found them unarmed and defenseless. In an unexpected display of what appears to be honor, Vadami allowed the 3rd to finish gearing up before engaging them in combat. While we've had multiple reports of a strict system of honor and ritual behavior followed by the elites within the Covenant, this is the first recorded example of such honor being shown to human opponents. But even given the chance to defend themselves, 3rd Battalion losses were complete. Vadami continued his campaign across many human systems, culminating in his most devastating blow against the UNSC at Reach. Vadami's most recent and damaging blow to the UNSC was the fall of Reach. ONI has still not been able to fully determine how Vadami located the planet, and once again, he caught us completely by surprise when his forces arrived in orbit and on the ground. Vadami is responsible for over 1 billion total casualties and the loss of at least 7 human planets. His forces have defeated all UNSC counterattacks at the cost of 123 fleet vessels and over 23,000 personnel. And now with Reach lost, ONI and UNSC Strategic AI report a 0% confidence that the Navy can stop Vadami through traditional means. In the opinion of this investigator, Vadami is the most dangerous Covenant military asset on the field. It's common knowledge that the Covenant have a significant technological advantage over the UNSC, but are sometimes inflexible in their tactics. This is not the case for Vadami. We cannot predict what he'll do next, but given time, we fear he will dismantle all remaining UNSC strongholds. This agent's recommendation? Immediate termination. If humanity wants to survive this war, we cannot do it with Vadami on the field.
The only one I would trust with this information is probably dead right now. He was commander of the fleet that brought me to the system. Thel Vadami was his name. But after hearing you tell of the destruction of the ring, I cannot believe that he still lives. His orders were to secure the ring, to prepare it for the arrival of the Hierarchs. Vadami never fails in his duties. If the ring is no more, then Vadami must be dead.
Duty can indeed be a dangerous virtue. But even if he did live, wouldn't this sense of duty make him quite unlikely to set aside his allegiance to the Prophets?
Perhaps not. And he would never betray our people. No, if we were able to just speak to him, explain everything you have told me. But no, these are futile hopes. If he did live, and if he was returned to the High Prophets, they would most certainly punish him for the destruction of the ring. In fact, he would be the exact kind of leader the Hierarchs would make arbiter. They would need someone to blame for the loss of the ring. His influence within the fleet grew with every one of his victories over the humans.
And if he did become arbiter?
Then he would be lost to our cause. Without the knowledge you've shared with me, he would obey the Prophets without question. I doubt he would even respond to his former name. I don't know what it would take to overcome, but as you say, we don't have time to ask such questions, and Vadimi is almost certainly dead.
If all your hopes rest on him, then I fear for the future of this galaxy.
As do I, Oracle. As do I. But I will begin our fight. Make others aware of the lies the Prophets whisper in our ears. And soon, we will find more who will take up our cause.
One. Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble Hierarchs, surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council!
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
He's a traitor!
Noble Prophet of Truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The Council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
It was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
Roger that, Chief. We'll meet you at the rendezvous point when we're done here. Blue 2 out.
John should be here too. They'd listen to him.
Somebody needs to be getting work done while we deal with the red tape.
What do you think they want from us?
It's naval intelligence, Linda. They want us to tell them everything's gonna be okay.
Hate to disappoint.
Blue Team. Where's the Master Chief?
He asked that I answer the Council's questions, sir.
We've been reviewing your report.
You found a Covenant command and control station. It says here they were amassing an invasion fleet of more than 500 ships.
The station was sufficiently disabled.
but the threat is still out there.
I have the report, but for the record of this council, what was this fleet's intended target, Spartan?
The plating was about to fail. There's viscosity throughout the gel layer. Optics, totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
Tell that to the Covenant.
Station Control, can I get confirmation on probe Charlie 319er? Looks like it might be a faulty reading, but...
Alert, 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 alert.
This can't be right.
C319 is active and functioning properly.
Station! Alert Home Fleet immediately! They found us! The Covenant! They found Earth!
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief, to give them hope. So smile, would you? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
Gentlemen, we're lucky to have you back. Go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make this quick.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion. For a soldier of the United Earth Space Corps.
There can be no greater heresy. Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant.
Commander Miranda Keyes, your father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. His bravery in the face of impossible odds reflects great credit upon himself and the UNSC. The Navy has lost one of its best.
Slip space ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy.
Negative, Admiral. Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster. Commander, get to your ship. Link up with the fleet.
Yes, sir.
You have the Mac gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts. Boarding craft and lots of them.
They're going to try to take our Mac guns offline. Give their capital ships a straight shot at Earth. Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
Right this way.
inside your head, now.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
Cairo, this is an Emberclad. The carrier shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy. Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
Pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight to the surface.
Hello, traveler. Mombasa welcomes you. Anxious? Stressed? Please remain calm. Control circuits now open. With pride. Hello, traveler. The Mombasa Transit Authority welcomes you to Kikowani Station. How may I serve?
One ticket to Old Mombasa, please. Here's my card. Ooh, no, scrap that. Traceable, damn it. Coins. Need coins.
Thank you. What is your final destination?
Magongo, if I don't get caught. Hell, if I do.
Thank you. Transport for 1, 2, Mogongo.
Let's go.
Please collect your ticket.
Wait! Hold the doors, please!
All aboard. Train number 4.
Oh, that was close.
Center 2, Old Mombasa, now departing. Next stop, Makupa, Nairobi Road, Hope Station, and Mogongo, end of the line.
Almost there. Almost.
Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop. Please
Damn
remain
it!
calm.
He found me.
Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop.
Virgil, we
Receive
can't
Nimrod.
stop the train. There are other
Emergency
people
stop.
on board.
Receive Nimrod. Emergency stop.
Get it out, Virgil.
Please remain calm.
What are you doing, crazy lady? Talking to the train?
I wouldn't even be here if you hadn't kept turning all the traffic signals red.
Detour. Proceed with caution.
Whoa, wait. Train's talking back to you now? What the heck's going on?
Sir, I'm really sorry about this. I was just trying to get out of the city. Virgil, I am going to enlist.
Watch your speed. Children at play.
I'm 19. And besides, the UNSC is taking everyone it can get. It's exactly what Dad would say.
You know, Train's got a point. A lot of soldiers are dying these days.
He's not a train. He's a city. A bad, bad city. That worked when I was a kid, Virgil. Open the doors now!
Now departing. Hope Station. Leaving. Hope Station.
Virgil, go to hell. Scratch that. Hell just came here. Virgil! Can you hear me? I'm on my chatter, but I'm off the train in Old Mombasa, and...
No barking. Violators will be ticketed and towed.
I know! I can see it! A giant Covenant ship just hanging above the city center. There's a kiosk on the platform. Makupa Station. Meet me there, okay? Excuse me. Sorry. Hey! Watch it, mister!
Please state your destination.
Virgil, give me eyes on Dad. Quick!
I'm sorry. I don't recognize Dan. That's such an admission.
Sadie, where are you?
Train station, Old Mombasa. Dad, there's a ship.
Listen, sweetheart. I wanted to tell you at breakfast, but you left so early. You know my latest project, the seismic survey for the new construction downtown.
Dad,
well,
there's a
Virgil found
Covenant
something
ship.
under the city. I've never seen anything like it.
Dad! Covenant are attacking the city. Do you hear what I'm saying? You've got to get out of there.
Don't worry. I'm 9 levels underground, and I built Virgil's data center to be very, very secure.
Fine. Then I'll come to you.
No! Absolutely not. Stay exactly where you are. I'll have Virgil...
Sorry, Dad. There's something wrong.
This is a video connection, Sadie. I can see you making no sounds.
Right. Well, tough. Virgil, get that train going in reverse.
Sadie Indesha, I will not allow you to put yourself in danger. What's that noise?
Uh-oh. Incoming!
Sadie! Miss Endesha, is that you?
Commissioner Kinsler? Ow! Get off of me!
Officer Bradley, control this crowd before they trample her into the sidewalk.
Yes, sir. NMPD, everyone back off! I said back off! Are you hurt?
No. I'll be alright.
Bradley, get her inside!
Take my hand. We've got to go.
What the devil are you doing out in the old city?
There was something wrong with the train.
You don't say. I know all about Virgil and his overprotective urges, Sadie. Bradley, drive!
Yes, sir. What's our destination?
That's a very good question.
My dad. He's at work.
The data center below the Oni building? No, I don't think so. There are too many Covenant in that district. I'd like to take you somewhere much more private. Bradley, the partition, if you please.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going?
The police department has an emergency bunker outside the city limits. We'll be very safe.
That's very kind of you, Commissioner, but I can't. I'm sorry. If you would please, take me to the city center.
Such a serious young woman. Just like your mother. New Mombasa's most passionate public defender. Too bad her last client really was a sick, murdering bastard. She had your eyes.
Virgil, stop the car!
As police commissioner, it's my job to uphold the law. And I'm afraid the city has very strict personal privacy statutes. My car is off the grid, Sadie. As far as Virgil is concerned, you just disappeared. Assaulting a police officer. That's a serious offense.
Don't come any closer.
Just like your mother.
Let go of me.
It's the end of the world.
Virgil, please.
Nobody
Somebody.
cares what happens to one lost soul. Officer, why are we stopping? Keep going.
Get out!
What?
You heard me.
Let go of my coat! What do you think you're doing?
My job.
I hope that hurts, you son of a bitch.
Not as much as you're going to hurt when I...
Commissioner, I'm taking the car. You want to get out of the city? You can walk like everyone else.
You'll pay for this, Branley!
It's the end of the world. Nobody cares what happens to you. You okay back there?
Thanks for pulling him off of me.
Kinsler had it coming. I've been his driver 2 weeks, seen enough to last a lifetime. Name's Mike. Mike Branley.
Sadie Indesha. You know, for a cop, you make a pretty good guardian angel.
Ex-cop.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I was looking for a career change anyway.
How about soldier?
Yeah, does seem like a growth sector.
Mike, I need to get back over the bridge to the Oni building downtown.
Well, that's a problem, because I need to keep away from Covenant plasma fire.
Okay, just drop me off here.
Don't be stupid. What are you going to do? Fight your way through a few million refugees just so the Covenant can kill you a little faster?
And this is why you always bring cab fare on a first date.
I'm trying to save your life.
You're trying to save your own ass.
And yours.
I think I'm the only person in this car who needs to be thinking about my ass.
Fine.
Fine! Thanks for saving me for like 3 minutes.
You're welcome.
Well, I sure showed him. Great. I'm stranded on the wrong side of the bridge in the middle of an alien invasion, and I just pissed off the only person willing to help me out. Go me. My feeling exactly.
This way! Step aside! Make us pass! Make a pass! Clear out the street! We need to move!
Dad?
Sadie, thank God. Virgil couldn't find you anywhere.
Yeah, you can thank Kinsler for that.
Police Commissioner Kinsler? What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
Get your kebabs!
Oh my God!
What? What is it, Sadie?
The biggest man I've ever seen.
Where are you?
The Old Town Market. A butcher is giving away his food. Too bad it won't keep the Covenant from glassing the city.
They won't glass the city.
Hang on, Dad.
I'm in contact with an Oni officer. She thinks these Covenant are just a reconnaissance force. And I think they're looking for the same thing Virgil found in his seismic survey.
Dad, I'll call you back.
Move, you wolf! Get that table out of the road!
Calm yourself, friend. Stop hunking. And have a kebab.
For the last time, move your fat ass! Hey! Get off my car!
My friend, I am an 800-pound man with a large cleaver who kills animals every day and chops them into pieces. Do you really want us to be enemies? Or would you rather have a nice kebab?
Somebody make him stop! Move that car! Did he hit him? For the last time, you blimp! Get out of the road! You put your cleaver through the hood of my car!
1,000 pardons, but it was either that, or smash your windshield, pull you out, and make you into kebabs.
What? No! No! Hey, wait!
Then please, stop honking your horn. It frightens the children.
Sorry, Dad. There was a sort of a thing here. What were you saying?
Sadie, New Mombasa is the only place on Earth the Covenant is attacking.
What? Why?
Virgil's survey. He detected some very unusual seismic activity all along the Great Reef.
Would you like a kebab, young lady? Chicken, mutton, beef. One free for every refugee.
I'm not a refugee. I'm going there.
Across the bridge to where the aliens are landing? Take 2 kebabs.
Sadie, stay out of the city center. I don't want you coming anywhere near the security zone.
Sorry, Dad. Gotta go. I'll call you back.
Sadie!
Come, my friends, don't be shy. Free food for the journey. Now, young lady, if you are headed into the war zone, you must eat. Curried lamb, roast chicken.
They look delicious, really. But I'm not hungry.
My dear, The end of the world is nothing to face. Oh, on an empty stomach.
Listen, what you're doing, feeding all these hungry people, it's really a noble thing, but you can't stay here. The fighting is going to spread across the water into the old city.
Would you be a dear and run to the wine merchant? This lamb would be perfect with a 23 Ida Syrah.
I understand. You're too heavy to walk very far, but there are other options.
You could carry me, perhaps?
Virgil, you listening? I need you to divert a city vehicle to my current location. A forklift, or maybe an Oliphant.
Garbage truck. I think I am insulted.
If you stay here, you'll die. You need to get to the train station, or the waterfront. It's much closer.
Look at me. Nobody will give me a place on a boat, or a bus, or a train. I would take up 5 seats. I am not worth 5 people.
You can't just give up. Throw away your life.
What about your life? You seem determined to go to the one place you are most likely to die.
I'm going to find my father. He needs me, just like all your customers need you.
Very well, young lady. I am convinced. I too will leave Mombasa.
Good.
As soon as you do.
No!
First, you make your father safe. Then you come back and rescue me, my brave warrior princess, riding her fearless forklift.
Dear, just don't give up.
But if I run out of hope, I will still have kebabs.
Excuse me. Ow! Sorry. I'll be back soon.
Of course you will. Chicken, beef.
Please, just let me through.
Caution. One-way street.
Stop it, Virgil.
Warning. No U-turn
I'll
allowed.
find Dad. Then I'll come back. I'm not crying. I'm not.
Welcome to your African Trust automated teller machine. Banking with pride.
Finally, an ATM that still works. Virgil, get Dad.
Please place your right cabinet.
Sadie, where are you?
Outside one of the casinos, down by the river. I can barely hear you, Dad. There are looters inside, smashing everything.
Covenant troops are spread all over the city center. I can see them on the monitors in my lab. You've got to get as far away as you can.
Forget it! I'm coming to get you. End of discussion.
Invest wisely. Open a personal savings account today.
Listen to Virgil, Sadie.
This looting is just the beginning, Dad. Pretty soon we won't need the Covenant to tear us apart. We'll do that all by ourselves. Virgil, you've watched me all my life, kept me safe. Now, you've got to save the city. That's a boy! Scare them all the way to the river. I know they can afford the ferry. Dad, can Virgil track the Covenant as they move? Stream positional data to the UNSC?
Yes. I might be able to reconfigure his traffic congestion cameras to isolate known Covenant vehicle profiles.
Maybe the Argus sniffers can pick up their soldiers too. I've only seen vids of the different Covenant species, but I bet they all stink in their own special way.
That's an excellent idea. Virgil, get right on it. Sadie, I know I've been busy and we don't always have time to talk. But sweetheart, you make me very, very proud.
Well, I just figure if we know where the bastards are, we can at least run away better.
That was a nice trick with the police sirens, girlie, but I ain't so stupid. Step away from that cash machine, or I'm gonna blow your pretty head off!
She got a shotgun. Come on, she's home. We can take her. Go in.
You think I'm deaf? Last warning! back away from my cash machine! You too, girly.
Sadie, get out of there!
Look, I'm stepping back, okay? Why don't you just put down your gun?
Time to break the piggy bank!
Hey! You almost hit me!
African Trust.
Open up!
Banking with pride.
Open up!
Everyone, listen! That's a Covenant dropship!
40 years I've been coming to this place. 40 years of losing my hard-earned cash. Well, today I hit the jackpot. You hear me, you damn machine? I want my money!
Incorrect password. Please remove your card.
Virgil, give her the money! Then we've got to find some cover.
Ha! Out of my way, you little slut!
Find a place to... There, dumpster. Across the street. Brutes! How big they are!
I win!
Move.
I win!
Right on top of you! Oh my god! It just tore the ATM off the casino wall!
Payday!
Transaction complete. Please come again.
Jackpot! Jackpot!
Oh my god. She's crushed under the ATM. Please don't look behind this dumpster, you big dumb brutes. Please, please, please.
Alien son of a bitch! Think I'd share any of this with you?
That's it. Keep walking. Nothing more to see here.
Sadie, are you alright?
I was!
I'm sorry. Run! Run!
Virgil! A car just came out of nowhere! Smashed all the brutes! Was that you?
My head. I thought airbags were supposed to stop you from getting hurt.
Mike! You came back!
Who's Mike? Sadie, what's going on?
Hang on, Dad. Let me help you out of there.
I'm okay. Seriously.
That whole macho tough guy thing, it's really never worked for me. Give me your hand.
Be gentle. Take me around front. Let me see what I hit. Brutes, huh? Well, that's never coming out of the grill.
Sadie, thank the gentleman.
Great etiquette tip, Dad. Let me get back to you. My father says I should thank you for saving my life.
Yeah, couldn't save the car, though. Think there's something stuck in it. Oh.
That's a... Ew.
Paul. Yeah, I can see that.
Mike, seriously, thanks.
Hey, I didn't want to be the guy who leaves the damsel in distress.
Plus all the lights turned red when you tried to drive away.
How did you...
Virgil?
Who's that? Your boyfriend?
Not quite. You know the superintendent?
Sure, the AI that runs the city. Picks up the garbage, monitors the traffic, helped me trace a license plate last week.
Well, Virgil is part of the superintendent. A subroutine my dad wrote to look after me when I was a kid.
Look after you?
After my mom died. It was just Dad and me. He did his best, but his job. When Dad couldn't be there, Virgil was. He helped me get to school on time, made sure I got a healthy lunch and didn't watch too much TV, that sort of thing.
Must have been annoying.
Your tax dollars at work.
It still is. Mike, why are you helping me?
I'm a cop. Service to all, right?
Uh-huh.
Look, the city's under attack. A lot of people need help. Well, I can die a hero, or I can die a coward. But
got any choices that don't involve dying?
Not if you want to go back over that bridge.
Everyone try and stay calm. Marines will come here soon. Keep it moving.
Citizens, your neighbors are resisting. A popular uprising is inflicting heavy casualties on the invaders.
we will prevail.
How are we gonna get across this bridge? It's packed!
Good manners and pointy elbows.
Jeez, Brent. The things you do for a kiss.
What?
I said I won't let you down, miss!
Right. Excuse us.
Hey,
Sorry.
step aside.
Please.
Police business.
It's an emergency.
Coming through.
Let
Look
us
out.
through.
Step aside, people.
You know, if the panicked mobs would just stay in nice, neat lines, we'd... Watch it. Get across this bridge a lot faster.
Do you hear that?
What? The water? Don't tell me you're afraid of heights.
Pelican dropship. Hard to see through all the smoke, but it's heading our way.
Virgil, got eyes in the sky. Not good. Pain tapping, seeing eye dog. Means Virgil can't see it.
And who do we know who likes to travel off the grid?
There's a police dropship. We can't open on that. Where's you? I'm getting on first.
Oh, crap.
Hello, Sadie. Remember me? It's so good to see you again, Sadie. But please, no sudden movements. This Pelican isn't the stablest thing to stand on. I'd hate to shoot you accidentally. Branley, your service pistol. Remove it from your holster. Slowly.
Yeah.
Now toss it off the bridge. Good. I must say, Sadie, you play very hard to get.
Bet that makes you angry.
Oh, quite the opposite.
Virgil, little help here.
Your chatter made you easy to track, but I think you and Virgil have talked quite enough. Take it off. Now smash it. Do you know what I've learned in all my years in politics?
That you're an asshole?
The value of escalation. For example, last time we met, Branley hit me with his fist.
Keep talking. I might do it again.
I think not. This time I have a submachine gun. You see? Escalation. Goodbye, Branley.
Do it and you're a dead man.
Sadie, you're such a bright, beautiful girl. You have no idea how much it pains me when you act so incredibly stupid. I have the gun.
Yes, but I have the garbage truck.
My dropship! That shitty property, Virgil! What the devil do you think you're doing?
Escalation.
Oh, man, what a smell.
Come on, this is our ride.
Oh, no. No. I am not getting in the back of a... Oliphant.
Think of it as an armored personnel carrier. For the smell impaired.
Stay strong, Mombasa. Our noble militia is hitting back hard. The enemy has begun to retreat.
Oh, I think I'm going to puke.
Might make it smell better.
Why do we have to ride back here again?
It's the safest way to get to the Oni building. If we sit in the cab, we're targets. If we let Virgil drive us to the Oni building, the Covenant thinks we're just a harmless machine.
Recycling. Do your part.
Uh-oh. Company, get behind me.
Finally. Something between me and all the shooting. Guess we all had the same bright idea, huh? Name's Tom Uberti. Damn glad to meet you. Married, right? You two own a house? Of course you do. Say, when this is all over, if you're in the market for new ceramic siding, hey now, I'm your man.
Tom? Shut up! Virgil, can you raise Dad on this Oliphant's radio?
Wow, buddy. Is she a tough customer or what?
You have no idea.
Sadie, you had me worried half to death.
I'm okay. What about you?
The fighting is spreading, damaging all sorts of systems. Power, data, the entire superintendent infrastructure is close to collapse. I'm doing all I can, but...
Dad, you've done an incredible job keeping Virgil together.
Sadie, it's not me. It's the Covenant.
Dad, it's hard to hear inside this Oliphant. Say that again?
A plasma bombardment collapsed one of Virgil's tertiary data centers. I was assessing the damage through the underground cameras, and I saw Covenant splicing cables, patching switches.
Wait, the Covenant are helping us? Well, I'll be damned.
Dad, I just met my first brutes. They didn't seem too helpful.
No. The ones in the data center weren't brutes or any of the Covenant I've heard about. It's a whole new species, Sadie, and they're actually quite beautiful. They have some sort of automatic defense system, but as long as you don't get too close...
You know, and I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe this whole invasion is just one big misunderstanding, huh?
Shut up, Tom!
Virgil's observing another group of them now inside Kikowani subway station. Hang on a second. I'll connect the audio feed.
Number one rule of sales. Understand exactly what the customer needs. Not what he wants, what he needs. You understand? Tom! Seriously. Zip it.
It's dark in the station. Switching the camera to thermal. Strange. There aren't any brutes around. Usually they never leave them alone. Alright. I see 6 of the new aliens floating in a circle. They're surrounding a 7th, touching it with their tentacles. Amazing. You wouldn't believe how fast they can move their limbs. They're working. Doing something to the explosives in the 7th alien's armor.
Virgil, can't this Oliphant go any faster?
I'm not sure what just happened. 6 of the aliens are dead. But I think... Sadie, I think they gave their lives to free their companion. Yes. I can see it floating away down the subway tube. Virgil, keep an eye on that one.
Covenant with feelings, huh? That's a first.
What was I saying? They're friendly, don't you see? We gotta negotiate.
Negotiate?
We shoot at them, they shoot back at us. That's just bad business. Hey, aliens, we're in here. We want to surrender.
Settle down, you idiot.
Tom, don't you get it? The friendly Covenant aren't the ones doing all the shooting.
To hell with demographics. This is a down market. Time to bargain if you want to make the sale. You in the tank, over here!
Who's that hedge? Get down from there!
Leave him, Sadie. I'm up and in the background. We're out of here.
That's right, up here. What say you and me make a deal, huh?
Don't walk.
Sadie, it's a race. Move!
Where to?
Alleyway, come on!
Clear the street. Oncoming traffic.
You don't understand!
Surrender accepted.
Right, blew the hell out of our Oliphant.
Poor Tom.
Poor Tom. He almost got us killed. Now what?
Stay out of sight. Find a kiosk. My dad's in the data center under the Oni building.
Basically right at the heart of the Covenant occupation.
We're going to need Virgil's help getting him out of there.
Here, take my jacket.
I don't mind the rain.
It's fiber armored. I mind you're getting shot.
Thanks.
Optican, healthcare on demand. Please place your hand on the touchpad to use the guidelines.
Virgil, get me Dad.
Elevated heart rate. Are you feeling anxious? Stressed? Try Optican's newest moon-settling drug, Stigtenosol.
And stop playing doctor!
Finally, a kiosk with a camera. Now I can see that you are all right. But why are you dressed like a police officer?
It's Mike's. Say hello.
It's good to meet you, Dr. Ndasha.
You know, you are the first young man Sadie's ever introduced to me.
Dad! What's Virgil doing?
Learning to whistle.
Whistle?
So he can communicate with the tentacle aliens.
Stress harms relationships. Good communication and good medicine can help.
We just met a guy that tried the whole communicate with the enemy thing. It didn't work out so well, Dad.
These new aliens are different. Inquisitive, not violent. They're searching for something under New Mombasa, I'm sure of it. And if Virgil can learn to speak with them, we'll be able to determine whether or not they can...
Dad?
Attention, citizens. The enemy has infiltrated our data system. Do not
irregular pulse.
Our
heart rate falling.
Police have imposed a level 1 communications blackout. All civilian chatter is restricted.
No!
Whoa, calm down.
They killed him!
Who?
The police! They just pulled Virgil's plug!
No way. The whole city would shut down. The evacuation would grind to a halt. No one would be crazy enough to...
No one?
Oh, crap. Police headquarters, straight ahead!
How does a level 1 blackout work? How do we bring Virgil back?
Emergency communications department. But we can't just...
Kick down the door, plug Virgil back in? You bet your ass we can!
Sadie, wait!
Here's a directory. Emergency comms, 14th floor, elevators are...
Hold up. Look, lobby's all shot up. And over by the elevators.
Are those cops?
All dead. Probably a brute kill squad.
Howdy, folks.
Or not.
Sorry about the mess. Since it appears we're all going straight to hell today, I figured I'd send some of my old pals on their way myself.
Listen, buddy. We don't want any trouble.
We just need to get upstairs.
Stay right where you are. Here comes another one now.
Yeah, I don't know why they shut the super down. We'll keep broadcasting as long as we...
Hey there, Jimbo!
What the... Officers down, there may be Covenant in the...
Come on now, get off your chatter and pay attention.
Marshal? What are you doing here? Didn't you get fired?
Remember how often I ask you not to use my half and half? And remember how often you didn't listen?
You? You did this?
Should have stayed in the elevator, Jim.
No, please.
I wrote my name right there on the cart!
Sadie, let's go.
According to this department, I have issues with anger management. If I were you, I'd stay right where you are. You two are my hostages. Sit tight, or you're gonna end up like these old buddies of mine.
Mike, we have to get upstairs. Turn Virgil back on!
No talking. You work for the NMPD?
No.
Oh yeah? Where'd you get the jacket?
I stole it. From the trash.
A thief, huh? Got a record, you little punk?
Look, why don't you put down your rifle and...
Why don't you shut your goddamn mouth? Hear that? SWAT pussies finally woke up. They'll be wearing body armor, so you have to take the headshot.
Get down, Sadie! Now! Drop your weapon!
Come and get it!
Ha! Oh, damn it! Take him down!
Cover me!
Man down! Man down!
We're locked in! He's got us pinned in here!
Back! Get back!
Stay behind the door!
Bang is clear!
Oh, my eyes! Oh, you lousy sons of bitch!
Got him! Suspect down!
Sadie? Sadie, you okay?
You! Hands where I can see him!
Don't shoot! I'm NMPD, damn it!
Let me see a badge. Nice and slow.
The whole city's crawling with Covenants and we're killing each other.
Here, see? Metro PD! I need to get her to the 14th floor. It's an emergency.
Okay, take her up. We'll deal with this mess.
There must be a dozen bodies here.
We can't save them, Sadie. But we can save Virgil. We have to go. Emergency comms. 14th floor. Should have taken the elevator.
After what just happened? I don't think so.
So, what exactly are you going to say to make them reinitialize Virgil?
I'll think of something.
Hi, I'm cute. Break the law for me.
That's not funny.
I'm just saying. It worked on me.
Still no Covenant activity outside the city limits. I've got 3 more evac points at 200% capacity.
Somebody answer that damn phone!
Where's the duty officer?
Big desk. At the back.
Thanks.
Any of the ferries still running?
Get everyone out to another ride starting down at
Well, you'll just have to go down there yourself.
As I've been trying to tell you, Captain, I don't have the authority to override... What do you mean, gross misconduct? Captain Dare, I assure you, people are dying down here.
Excuse me?
Yes, of course I could turn the superintendent back on, but Commissioner Kinsler gave me explicit instructions.
You're busy, so I'm just going to borrow this stapler.
Listen, Captain, there's a Covenant carrier hovering right outside my window. There's a sniper in my lobby, and you're threatening to have me fired? Office of Naval Intelligence. Now there's a contradiction in terms. Oh, what do you want?
I need you to turn the superintendent back on.
Not you, too. I am telling all of you, the commissioner...
I know, but I'm making you do it. At gunpoint.
What gun?
This one.
You're holding my stapler inside your pocket and pointing it at me.
You don't know that.
It might be a gun.
Or a rifle.
Or a rocket launcher.
And if it was, why, you would have to turn the superintendent back on.
Nobody could blame you.
Or fire you.
If it was a gun. Oh no! Please! Don't shoot! I'll do anything!
It's okay, Virgil. I'm here.
He sounds different.
Virgil, what have those aliens done to you?
Sadie, what's going on?
I don't know. Those aliens have been working on Virgil, and now that he's back on, he sounds...
Different.
Virgil? It's still you, isn't it? Can you get Dad for me? Virgil can't reach him. Something's wrong.
Reports are coming in from all over the city. Covenant forces are pulling back in the face of furious resistance.
Man, have I had it with his crap.
Our enemies are cowards. Battle on, brave citizens, and victory will be ours.
Hang on. That's coming from inside the building.
Mike, wait! Where are you going?
This hour, we pay tribute to our fallen heroes. Jim Odingo, Roberto Bustamante, and Marshall Glick.
This is his office. Public Service Announcements Division.
These officers were gunned down in the very lobby of this building by Covenant snipers. But moments ago, members of our citizen militia wiped out the sniper nest with a homemade flamethrower, made from nothing more than an old leaf blower and a can of gasoline. Keep fighting, Mombasa. Fight, and we will win.
Off the air.
Covenant sniper nest? Those people were massacred by a crazy ex-cop. Hell, one of those people was the crazy ex-cop.
And your point is?
People are dying out there and you're feeding them this garbage? None of it is true.
Yes. Well, some days, truth isn't really a luxury we can afford.
Come on, Mike. He's a propaganda officer. He's just doing his job.
His job? More like lying to people for a living.
Do you know who is still listening to my announcements? An old woman, too weak to leave her bed. A man bleeding in the street. A teacher hiding with her students in a school basement. They're all going to die.
Maybe, maybe not. The Marines will be here soon.
They are all going to die. My job is to fill the time before they die with truth. With hope. But maybe you can do better. On the air.
A special honor, New Mombasa. I have here in studio Uprising Commander Harris Two-Shot Kibaki. Commander, tell our listeners the latest news from the city center. Commander, go ahead. Speak the truth.
Well, things aren't as good as they could be, but they're looking up. We're fighting hard.
Good to hear it. Any words of advice, Two-Shot?
Just keep fighting. We can win this battle if we stick together. We can save the city. We can win this war.
Off the air. Now you are also a hero.
You are, you know.
I feel sick.
No. What you feel is hope. Ah, see? You already have an admirer.
Go ahead. You're on the line with Harris Two-Shot Kibaki.
That was truly inspiring, Officer Brandley. Sadie must be very impressed.
Kinsler!
But I think she'll be much more interested in this. Sadie, I now control the firefighting systems in your father's lab. If you want to see him alive again, you'll do exactly as I say.
Kinsler told me to meet him at the train station. That's what I'm going to do.
Come on, Sadie. You can't trust him. You know that.
My father is still in Virgil's data center.
I've been listening to your dad all day, and the one thing he wouldn't want you to do, put yourself in even more danger by...
You're not listening at all! Kinsler said he'd trigger the emergency fire response.
And that will...
Flood the data center with argon.
Can people breathe argon?
No, Mike. It freezes you. Dead.
Look, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Virgil, are you there?
I know that look. What's your plan?
Escalation.
Out of the way, I'm getting on that train.
For me,
Getting closer. We have to go.
Trans-Bay Express train, now departing Kikowani Station. All passengers must sum up with your Please remain calm. No tickets. No problem. Slow. Children, use caution.
Maybe Dad was right. The tentacle aliens he found, I think they are helping Virgil, bringing him back from the dead.
But why would they do that?
Dad said they were looking for something Virgil found.
Keep it clean. Keep all luggage on platforms.
Maybe they're sick of fighting, just like us. I don't know. Dad would know the answer.
We'll ask him when we see him, okay?
Okay.
Now, where are you supposed to meet the Commissioner?
Platform 9. He's got a private train.
I still think you should let me...
If I don't come alone, my dad will die. Kinsler made that clear. You and Virgil know what you have to do?
Yeah.
Move out of my way!
The Covenant are closing in. People are panicking. This is going to get ugly.
This day is a nightmare. It all keeps getting worse. Everything's falling apart.
Not everything.
Listen, I know I'm just a girl who got you fired.
You're more than that.
I might also be the girl who gets you killed.
Maybe, but not today.
Mike, I want you to live. I need you to live. For me. Platform 9.
There's Kinsler's private train, guarded by corrupt cops with machine guns.
I'm going in. My father's life is on the line.
Be careful.
You too.
What? Wait your turn!
Excuse me. Sorry. Coming through!
Get away from the train, you hear me? Everyone back off.
Steady, officer. Not yet.
I can't hold the crowd back much longer, sir.
Kinsler!
You won't have to. My passenger has arrived.
This way, Sadie. Push right on through. Make some room. Let her through.
It's not fair! We all deserve to live!
Now's our chance. Rush the train.
Any other objections? Careful, Sadie. Watch your step.
You ever worry there might really be a hell?
Oh, I know there is, my dear. And you and I are leaving it. Officer, close the doors.
Button up, men. We're out of here.
I don't want any of that on board.
Yes, sir.
You can't just kill them.
Why not? I'm getting quite good at it. For instance, I killed your father an hour ago.
You killed my father?
My men near Virgil's data center tripped the fire response system. He suffocated and froze. Not a bad way to go, all things considered. I wanted to tell you, face to face. Please, get all your tears out now. It's a long ride, and I don't want to hear you moaning all the way to Nairobi. Well, come to think of it, I might.
No sign of it yet, sir.
It's a pink, airborne octopus. How hard can it be to find?
The tunnels are crawling with buggers, Commissioner. We've lost a lot of men. Maybe we should...
No one leaves until I get that alien. Do you hear me, officer? It found a way to hack a superintendent-class AI. Knowing how it did that is vital to the war effort.
Like you ever cared about anyone besides yourself.
Just because I'm a murderer doesn't mean I'm unpatriotic.
Covenant armor approaching the station, sir. What do we do?
We wait! Don't you see the beauty of it, Sadie? Whatever you think of me, whatever I have done, I will leave this city with vital intelligence about the Covenant.
Bastard.
Call me what you like, but the world will call me a hero.
Listen to me! The Covenant are coming! Listen to me if you want to live!
I've killed your father, Sadie, and now we're leaving the city. No one is coming to save you. Not Branley, not Virgil. It's the end of the line.
hell is that?
Warning, firewall down. Control circuits now open for remote access.
That damn machine is dead. I killed it. It doesn't matter. Anything it does to this car happens to you too.
Are you ready to die? Do you want to live? Are you ready to fight?
That's it, Mike.
We need to go now, sir. Yes, go. The rest of your men will have to...
Die?
Sir, we aren't moving. I've lost engine control. Listen to me, Virgil, or whatever you are now. Move this train out of the station, or Sadie dies. You hear me? The Covenant will kill us all. I'm knocked out of the system. The train's not responding. There is nothing you can do to hurt me that won't kill her.
Almost nothing. Virgil, open the doors.
What? No. No. Get back! Get back! Get away from me!
Get this train going! Covenant's coming! Come on! Come on! Come on! We're not leaving till everyone's on board!
Here we go.
Sadie! Sadie! Are you alright? What about Kinsler?
They tore him to pieces. I gotta go, Mike. Excuse me. Sorry. Let me through!
Where are you going?
Underground!
What?
Do not exit, please.
Sadie, stop! We are getting on that train and getting the hell out of town.
That creature helped Virgil. It helped you and me. It helped all of us.
Sadie.
Dad knew how important it was. That's what he died for. I'm willing to die too. Let me go, Mike.
Emergency stop.
I am not worth your life, my brave warrior princess.
If we don't find you, who will?
Office of Naval Intelligence. Your tax dollars at work.
Fallen heroes on the air.
Virgil,
I need you to live. For me.
Get on the train, you two! Come in this way!
Hurry later.
We've got to go.
Virgil! You're all I have left of this place.
Sadie, sweetheart. You make me very, very proud.
You're all I have left of him.
Sadie, take my hand.
Okay. I'm ready.
On the board. Last train. Now departing. Next stop, Makupa, Nairobi Road, home station. And beyond.
How much further must we heft this baggage? Any cell will do? Why not toss him in with this lot? They could use the meat. Them? What about us? My belly aches, and his flesh is seared just the way I like it. Quiet! You two whimper like grunts fresh off the teat. He's not meant for the jails. The hierarchs have something special in mind. Prophets of truth and mercy, I have brought the incompetent.
You may leave, Tartarus.
But I thought...
And take your brutes with you.
Release the prisoner.
The Council decided to have you hung by your entrails and your corpse paraded through the city. But ultimately, the terms of your execution are up to me.
I am already dead.
Indeed. Do you know where we are?
The mausoleum of the Arbiter.
Quite so. Here rests the vanguard of the great journey. Every arbiter from first to last. Each one created and consumed in times of extraordinary crisis.
The taming of the Hunters, the Grunt Rebellion. Were it not for the Arbiters, the Covenant would have broken long ago.
Even on my knees, I do not belong in their presence.
Halo's destruction was your error, and you rightly bear the blame. But the Council was overzealous. We know you are no heretic. This is the true face of heresy, one who would subvert our faith and incite rebellion against the High Council.
Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They will use the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all. The great journey is...
This heretic, and those who follow him, must be silenced.
Their slander offends all who walk the path.
What use am I? I can no longer command ships, lead troops into battle.
Not as you are, no, but become the Arbiter. And you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing.
What of the Council?
The tasks you must undertake as the Arbiter are perilous, suicidal. You will die, as each Arbiter has before you. The Council will have their corpse.
What would you have your Arbiter do?
When we joined the Covenant, we took an oath.
According to our station, all without exception.
On the blood of our fathers, on the blood of our sons, we swore to uphold the Covenant.
Even to our dying breath.
Those who would break this oath are heretics, worthy of neither pity nor mercy. Even now, they use our Lord's creations to broadcast their lies.
We shall grind them into dust.
And continue our march to glorious salvation. This armor suits you, but it cannot hide that mark.
Nothing ever will. You are the Arbiter, the will of the prophets. But these are my elites. Their lives matter to me, yours does not. That makes two of us.
Later, there is no doubt the storm will strike the facility. We'll be long gone before it arrives. Warriors, prepare for combat!
What is it? That stench. I've smelled it before.
This will save me from the storm, but you will be consumed. Arbiter, where is he?
Stinking floodbait boxed himself in tight.
We'll never break through this.
Then we shall force him out.
How?
The cable. I'm going to cut it. Get everyone back to the ships. heretic. Arbiter, I would rather die by your hand than let the prophets lead me to slaughter. Who has taught you these lies? The Oracle.
Hello, I am 343 Guilty Spark. I am the monitor of Installation 04.
Ask the Oracle about Halo. How they would sacrifice us all for nothing.
More questions? Splendid. I would be happy to assist you.
The elites are blind, Arbiter. But I will make them see.
His edification was most enjoyable.
I had no choice, Holy Oracle. This heretic imperiled the great journey.
Oracle, great journey. Why do you meddlers insist on using such inaccurate verbiage?
That is the Oracle. So it is. Come, we are leaving this system.
Just repeats. Regret. Regret. Regret.
Catchy. Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet! Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders. A prophet. He's on that carrier, and he's calling for help.
Kilo 2-3 is hot. Recommend mission abort.
Roger, Recon. It's your call, Sarge.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier. Secure the Prophet of Regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That Prophet is going to tell us why.
You heard the man, boys! It's time for some hazard pay!
30 seconds out. Stand by.
Whoa.
Grab their tags and ammo.
Sarge, we better get moving.
Agreed. We'll find better cover in those buildings. Butkus, you take point.
Sniper, third floor left.
Here, let me give him my welcome to Earth gift basket.
Damn, where is he? Anybody see him?
Dies!
Cook the bastard.
Second squad, this is Cortana. What is your status? Over.
We're operational, ma'am. Barely. Our pilots didn't make it.
Find a hole, stay put. We'll come to you.
It blew right through us. 50 cal, rockets, didn't do a thing.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up! The Chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the Prophet of Regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with him.
What about that Scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.